Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, nothing really crazy is happening, but don't leave, okay? Please God, like, don't leave. But I am literally just going to change this peeling nail situation to that gross and repaint my nails with this gray. And talk to you guys about the vacation. That's pretty much it. I was in Michigan with my husband's family and we went to one of the Great Lakes and we stayed at a cottage for like 2 weeks and it was, oh my God, it was so fun. You hear my son? I put him down for a nap because he's really grumpy, but I think he's trying to break out of his crib, which is apparently supposed to be happening quite soon. Anyways, besides the fact, the drive is like an 11-hour drive. When we drove there, we stopped at a hotel, which was so fun. I have some videos of Will running through the hallways. I also actually have a clip of myself talking in the hotel, super excited, so I'll throw that up really quick. Okay, hey, I am on vacation. That's Schmill over there on the bed. I'll show you around. How you doing? Here's another mirror. And this thing slides open. Whoa. Where do you think you're going? Anyways, that's me losing my mind. I love Christopher's family. Well, they're my family now. Sorry, you're stuck with me. Yeah, it was nice because we got to have a little break from the drive. So the cottage is, I was at a loss for words when I actually walked into the cottage. I think I have some pictures, I'll show it to you. It was just so nice and they were so sweet. They gave us, there's like 2 rooms. There's a big room with like 4 beds and then there's a separate room with just 1 bed, and they put us in that room since we have little Will. He actually has an uncle and that's who we named him after, and we call him Big Will, so you guys will get confused. Big Will is my brother-in-law. Little Will is my child that I birthed myself. Still have PTSD from that day. Yeah, it was gorgeous. There was also like an upstairs and there was a few beds up there and it was a really nice kitchen, but the best part about all of it is the water is just right there. Like you can literally wake up in the morning, sit down with a cup of coffee, look out this window and see this beautiful clear water. It felt unreal. Will loved it. He loved the water. Bear was swimming in the water. She's not a swimmer, and she was swimming in the water like a freaking fish, and it was amazing. He's talking to me. I have 2 sister-in-laws, Mary and Emily, and a brother-in-law named Will, Big Will. And then I have Michelle, who is my mother-in-law, and John, who is my father-in-law. And literally they're the coolest people on this earth. Anyways, the trip was really amazing, and now I'm gonna get into the funny stories. So there was one day where Emily and I were just hanging out, sitting there thinking like, we haven't seen Chris in a long time. Chris is my husband. So we went out to the water to go check it out. Maybe we could see him along the shore. And he was nowhere to be seen. So I ran back up to the house and I grabbed some binoculars. I was on the ground with my elbows up with a piece of wood holding the binoculars up so they wouldn't shake, because that's how far he was. He was like a speck in the distance. This man was carrying a log on his back, like, I'm like, what are you doing? Finally he gets back and we tell him like, we were watching you. He's like, yeah, I saw it. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna challenge myself to carry this all the way back. Who the hell does that? Like,
challenge accepted. My challenge.
Like what? Don't get me wrong. I adore him. Sometimes I'm like, a big thing that happened in my life is that Emily, my sister-in-law, had got me addicted to Dunkin' Donuts, and we also became really good friends, which is the best because I have like 0 friends, and she's one of the sweetest girls ever. So I'm gonna tell you guys where we went, somewhere else we went. I just don't want to tell you guys where we were staying because that's kind of sketch, but we went to Mackinac Island. If you don't know what that is, here's a picture of it. I went there for the first time when I was pregnant, so it was really surreal to come back like 2 years later and go there and see all the horse-drawn carriages, which I do not approve of because I don't think they are taken care of properly. Speaking of, when I was driving on the way up there, there was a huge truck full of just chickens shoved into a truck, and like it was like open so they could see the trucks and going by, and they were all freaking out. And then another one pulls up with baby pigs. I'm not talking like big pigs, I'm talking piglets, man. And that leads me to the fact that I am now a vegetarian. I used to eat a lot of meat, and then I started getting nauseous, and I was looking stuff up, and that made me nauseous when I started eating meat, and then it just was an ongoing thing. So I started to have like a realization, like when I went into the grocery store, I'm like going so off topic of vacation, but when I went into, my son is yelling at me. When I went into the grocery store recently to buy my husband's stuff, I saw like the bacon on the walls. I was like, isn't it kind of weird they just have parts of pigs' bodies like up and display on the wall for you to buy? It just really messed with my head. So, and no offense to anyone who eats meat. Live your life. No hate. That's just how I feel. What was I talking about? The horses on Mackinac Island. Mackinac Island is such a beautiful place. Except, again, for the horses, really pissed me off. But we went there and we went shopping and we got some stuff. Okay, let me tell you, actually, let's reverse. We got on a ferry to get there. First of all, who the hell takes a ferry at all to anywhere? I think that's the craziest thing, that you have to literally get on a boat to get to the island. And my God, I literally am never gonna forget this moment, ever. Mary is so funny. We went into one of these stores and I was looking at shirts. I was like, I already bought myself some stuff and I don't wanna be like selfish and just continue to buy myself stuff. I don't know, I'm weird. So she grabs it and she's like, no, I can get it for you. And I go to grab it back, I'm like, no, it's really fine. She goes, I will stab you with this hanger. And I was like, whoa, okay. And then I was laughing so hard. And of course she did it playfully, not like actually aggressive, even though she could probably kick my ass. But this little old lady's like, should I call the police? And I'm like, maybe, like, I don't know. But it was so funny. I will never forget that moment. Emily and I first had gotten there, I think it was like the second day. We decided to go on like a little kayaking trip along the shore, but it was pretty wavy that day. I literally almost got flipped over 500 times. And finally, like, we had gone for a while. It'd been like probably like 20 minutes and we were just fighting the waves. And I told Emily to tell me when she's ready to go. Finally I turned around, I'm like, you okay? She's like, can we turn around? I felt so bad because I was dying. So I knew that she must be dying too. So we finally turned around and I just felt so bad because she's like, are we there yet? And I'm like, no, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that we went so far. Hello? Emily and I went to this ring place. We were going to go look at rings from this cool place that we saw, and she got a ring. And then the next day we decided to go back to look at the rings again. And I was like, you know what? I'll look for one. And she has like really like nice, slender, like womanly fingers. And I got these things. You see how big my knuckles are? Like, I've got man hands. And so I was really, you know, trying to get a ring, and it wouldn't fit like the 6.5 and stuff, because those only fit like this ring finger. I was like trying to stick it on and it kind of got stuck and I started panicking. But I was like trying to do it quietly because I didn't want to embarrass myself. I was like, forget it, I just don't want to buy a ring. I went to the casino with Chris and John, my father-in-law, and because we have like a jar that we keep money in, and there was like 200 bucks that we decided to bring to the casino because they were like, okay, if we lose it, it's not gonna really affect us, you know? So we were on the slot machines. And I kept losing and I was getting ticked off. So finally Chris is like, why don't you just go grab a drink? I was like, ooh, alcoholic beverage. So I went and got this Georgia peach snap something drink. It tastes like Jolly Ranchers, and I had a second one and I was like, can I put this in here really quick? God, this video is all over the place. Before I went there, I like cracked my ankle in half. Like, I fell and twisted it really bad to where I couldn't run for like 2 weeks, and I was miserable because, you know, I lose my mind when I can't work out. But on top of also like cracking my ankle in half, I had gotten broken out and like hives on my face. I'm not sure if you can see these bumps on my face. I'm having a freaking allergic reaction. We just got here and I'm upset because it itches really bad. So I'm drinking a Truly's and I'm just trying not to cry because of how dumb this is. But here's the view. Not a fun time. yeah, it was amazing. It was incredible. I will forever cherish that vacation. I love everyone that I went on vacation with. I had so much fun. Also, I'm done painting my nails. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on all social media. I'll have it linked down below. I don't know. I don't really have anything else to say.